Good afternoon, all of you. Last explanation about the flex or flex supporting options also completed. Next, we are moving to the second one. It's called as grid. Yesterday, I already said flex is equivalent to a row matrix or as well as the column matrix. Now I want to arrange all the elements in the grid format. That is nothing but then rows and columns. Rows and columns is nothing but a square matrix or rectangle matrix. Of course, somebody is calling two-dimensional arrays also. The two dimensions available, number of rows available and number of columns also available. So option is grid. Display property continues. Property same only, display property, but display property option is going to changing. What is the grid, sir? Grid is a property or option, sir. It is also an option only used to display the HTML elements, not either row and column format. Both comes. Grid option used to display all your HTML elements in the form of rows and columns. That is nothing but a matrix or tabular format. Like as our Oracle database tables, rows, columns, how it is available. Like that, your HTML elements also comes in the rows and columns format. Currently, your setting is a row matrix or rectangle matrix? Currently, your setting. Is it row matrix or column matrix or rectangle matrix or square matrix? Rectangle, sure, because width less, height is more. So this is your square rectangle matrix. The rows available, this is row number 1, row number 2, row number 3, up to the last row. And this is column number 1, and second student column number 2, third student column number 3. Rows and columns, horizontal and vertical. That is nothing but a tabular format. Next, how to apply this one, sir? Syntax is same. Display colon grid. Property display, the value of the property is grid. So when I applied the grid concept, is there any default settings, sir? Compulsory, sir. Yesterday we already discussed 4 default things for the flex related. Like that grid related also some inbuilt settings are available. The browser automatically arranging all your components with the so-and-so format that we are customizing with the support of other attributes. So what is the default displaying pattern, sir? The default is 1 column and n rows. This is the default format, sir. 1 column, n rows. The n by 1 matrix is going to preparing. By default, number of columns only 1. But how many rows, sir? That depends upon the number of elements. Rows, n number of rows, and every row contains 1 column. This is the default alignment of the grid. I don't want this, sir. You can change it. Supporting attributes are available. With the supporting attributes, we can customize and we can set the size also. With how much size you are expecting the components, a size clear specification possible. I need 3 by 3 matrix, sir. We can write that one. I need 4 by 3 matrix, sir. We can write that one. Attributes are available. Next, is it auto size, sir? No, sir. It's a fixed size. Not auto size. Based on content, it's not going to occupying the size. Yesterday's all explanations based on the content, it deciding the height and width. Now it is going to occupying the size with fixed format. Single letter available, 10 letters available, some amount of size allotting for your column, that size only continues. What is the size of that one, sir? The size of every column decided the width of the browser. Exact amount I don't know, sir, because my system browser width different, your system browser width is different, mobile's browser width is different, TV's browser width is different. So size of the every column decided based on the width of your browser or width of your container. Example, sir. Suppose my browser width is 1000 pixels, width of the browser. Browser width is 1000 pixels. How many columns you are displaying, sir? 4 columns I am going to displaying here. But what is the each column size, sir? Obviously, 250 pixels. My total width of the browser is 4000 pixels. In the 1000 pixels, I need the 4 columns. But every column size automatically it becomes as a 250 pixels. If you have less amount of data, if you have more amount of data, your column width is 250 pixels. Like that, you have to calculate width of the browser by number of columns. Then you will get the every column width. It's just for an idea explanation, but all systems 1000 only. All laptops browser width is 1000 only. No chance. So that is, I said, exactly size I don't know, but formula this one. And what about the spaces, sir? There is no spaces here also. Column to column, no space. Row to row, no space. By default, never providing any spaces. And what about the wrapping, sir? Here we don't have any wrapping concept, because we are splitting the data to multiple rows. Wrapping, how it is possible? Some data in first row, some data in the second row, some data in the third row. The wrapping option, no chance here. So these are the 3 default settings of the grid option. Supporting attributes are available, sir. Yes, supporting attributes available. We'll discuss those. First, I'll implement this one. Yesterday we tried to print our names, sir. Today some small change. Total 12 division tags I'm taking here once again. 12 items. If you are not interested 12 items, you can go for 200 items, no problem. But that number of items code typing, free time available anata, patience available anata, energy available anata, no idea kada. I have a lot of free time, sir. Write 200 tags, no problem. And what about the data, sir? Huh? City, sir. On a calendar look preparation, months names I'm going to preparing, sir. Yesterday we tried our names together, so today we'll try the month names. 12 months names in 12 division boxes I'm going to print. We have some different shapes together. Those we can create by using the division. Horizontally some inclined available, sir. That is not possible. Rows and columns format, we can design it. That's not a problem. Of course, current our program also comes in the same format. Background colors and division tags as the same as to yesterday's program. Just to data I'm changing, nothing else. Names replaced with month names. And font size increased to 30 pixels. So 12 data ready. Next, we are applying the division option here. Display colon grid. And the main division tag as well as the main container, we applied the grid. So as per the, just now we discussed the 3 points, default settings. So as per the three default settings, it displaying the output. And this is the output. That is default output. How many columns? One column. How many rows? 12 rows. 12 by 1 matrix. Current the size of the matrix is 12 by 1 matrix. That is the default option. Rows n number of columns is only one column. Exactly the same thing, only it happens. Visibility problem available. Now see that clearly visible now. Number of columns only one name, but horizontally boxes, how many we have surrendered? 12 boxes, that is equivalent to 12 rows. So 12 by 1 matrix it is prepared. Now we want to change into some other rows and other columns. Then go for the supporting options. Grid default concept, this one. I got 3 points available on that, you can check it, sir. What is the width of column? I said browser width by number of columns. How many columns we have currently? One column. So browser width, suppose 1000 pixels. 1000 pixels by one column. Every column size is 1000 pixels. Then full screen will got it. And any gap is there between the one to another cell? No gap. So 3 points are applied already. Next, the supporting concept. Grid hyphen template hyphen columns. Grid hyphen template hyphen columns. What is the use of this property, sir? To decide the number of columns. How many columns you are expecting the data? The column count specification, we are using this one. Grid template columns. This is the property. So this property used to specify number of columns, and size of column. Size in the sense especially width of column. One property but two meanings, sir. Number of columns decided by the same thing only, and every column width how much required also decided by the same property. Two in one option. Once again I am saying the single property deciding how many columns we have to print in one row and what is the each column width. The both is decided by the same attribute only. And how to specify that one, sir? Grid template columns syntax. Grid template columns colon. Write the first column measurement, second column measurement, third column measurement, and up to n columns, and close this. How many columns you are expecting the data? Write that all column measurements are column count here. How to specify, sir? Column 1 means just representation. This is column 1, this is column 2. Or programmatically, how to type it, sir? If you want to specify the column count or column width, we have three options. For specifying of the number of columns and width of the column, we have three options. What are the options, sir? Grid column, after take the column next auto. Generally, sometimes we are calling, while standing on the road, auto, auto, auto. The nowadays that is reduced, sir, because Ola Auto, Uber Auto, or Rapido, something available. So some days back, when you want to move to that one, we are standing in one center of the area, calling auto. Before rickshaw, rickshaw, rickshaw. Before that, some horse cars, bullet cars, something, something. Before that, so day to day it's changing. A colon symbol after, we have to specify columns. The columns I mentioned, the three autos. What is the three autos representations are? Every auto representing one column. Three autos we mentioned, sir. So we are indicating to browser, I need the three columns. Three autos representing the three columns. Four autos if I write, sir, four columns. How many autos you mention after colon? That is equivalent to number of columns. The browser indication, sir. So three columns this is representing. Property this one, and value specification is this is after the colon symbol. Auto is not my own, sir. It's a predefined. Why you are using auto only? Somebody thinking, sir, it's not my own. It's a predefined only. A predefined values and words I'm just using. But a grid is my own, a predefined. Display is my own, a predefined. Auto is also a predefined only. Three auto words representing three columns. Count ready. Then what is the size, sir? Size we are not specified, sir. Size automatically system calculating, sir. Count based on the number of words. Size decided by browser or container width. Browser or container width divided by number of columns. A formula. Your browser width, otherwise your container width. How much available? The total width divided by number of columns. And then it is deciding the width of the column. Who will do these all calculations are? Browser only. For your understandability, formula I'm explaining, but we don't need to implement any formulas. Browser only calculating all these things. We have to understand, that's all. So once again, repeating the point, three autos if you specify. Browser identification is developer expecting the three columns. And what is the each column size? Each column width, your browser width or your container width divided by number of columns. Then you will get the each column width also comes. This is one of the way to specify. Second option also available, sir. Second option, percentages. We can specify the number of columns and width of the columns in percentages format. Examples are 20%, the one column required. Space 30%, one column, another column required. Total I need the two columns. Total I need the two columns. How many how many percentages are available? That number of columns. The second option to specify. This is the first option and this is the second option. How many percentages available? That number of columns. So I have two percentages. So browser understanding is two columns, developer expecting. What is the width of each column? First column width is 20% of your browser width. Second column width is the 30% of your browser width. The first column width is two columns. In that the first column width is browser width followed by 20 by 100. Suppose browser width is 1000 pixels, sir. The first column width how much, sir? 200 pixels. Browser width is 1000 pixels once again. Second column width how much, sir? 300 pixels. First column size calculated like this. Browser width or container width multiplied with 20 by 100, 20%. And second column also calculated like this only. Browser width or container width followed by 30 by 100. Percentage calculation, sir. This is percentage calculation and this is also percentage calculation. Simple mathematics, sir. Second class, third class or fourth class or something. These are all calculations, percentages. If I need the 3 columns, what to do, sir? Write one more percentage. I need 4 columns, sir. Write one more percentage. Any number of percentages, we can mention it. For understanding, I'm taking the 2, 3 only like that. How many columns you are expecting, write that number of percentages. Or how many columns you are expecting, write that number of autos. 2 percentages representing the number of columns 2. Each column width calculated based on this formula. Browser width into 20%, browser width into 30%. Third column available, the same type of calculation is going on. Next, one more option is available to specify the columns. This is direct pixels. Like as our image tags, we can directly write the pixels. Suppose 250 pixels space 300 pixels space some 400 pixels. But how many columns are? 3 columns. 3 measurements I given, sir. Every measurement representing the 1 column. So total number of columns is 3. What is the first column size? 250 pixels. What is the second column size? 300 pixels. And what is the third column size? 400. The direct measurements, no calculations. But first to second case, some background calculations are going on like this. Third scenario, direct measurement. Which is the better things are compared to these 3? Either percentages or autos are better. Reason, based on your browser, they're adjusting automatically. Based on the width of your browser, it is adjusting automatically. But in last scenario, browser size, whatever it may be, sir, my first column 250, second column 300, third column 400. But this size exceeds the browser size, what happens, sir? Scroll bar activated. Yesterday we observed the scroll bar. The scroll bar activated, we have to see the content like this. I think it's typical to watch the content. So prefer percentages and autos. These are the 3 options or 3 approaches to decide the number of columns and width of the columns. But what about the rows, sir? Rows we don't need to specify. If you mention the columns, system automatically calculating the rows. How it is possible, sir? Again, same small mathematics. I have 20 elements. Total number of elements are 20. If these 20 elements I want to arrange in the 3 columns. All these 320 elements I want to arrange in the 3 columns. But automatically how many rows, sir? 7 rows. A basic calculation. 3 columns I mentioned, number of elements available. Rows you can calculate automatically. 7 rows required. 3 sevens 21. No, a 21 box empty comes. Balance 20, you will get the data. So number of elements and number of columns, if you know, automatically you can calculate the number of rows. Similarly, number of elements I know, number of rows I know, sir. We can calculate automatically number of columns. Quadratic equations, these all are. X value I know, Y value you can calculate, Y value you know, X value you can calculate. Simple things. So rows we don't need to specify clearly. It's the browser adjusting automatically. Now I'm applying this property. See that after watching the output, you will get some more clarity. So grid template hyphen columns colon auto auto. I just mentioned the 2 autos, sir. But how many columns are forming? Sound. Starting rows is sound coming. Last rows no sound. N number. Do one thing. Take the spoon of water. Jump into that one. So Earth also getting some relaxation and matter. Waste I send out to Opera. Middle to last rows boys, could you say once again how many columns it is created? How many rows? Rows. One. No. This time not spoon of water. A spoon of water also wasted. Take a drop of water. Huh? Only water as coming summer season. Water problem also. Columns how many? Two. How many rows? Six. Girls, 12 rows. Two columns, 12 rows. And 24 items. We go drop also waste. Half drop. One drop also waste. Girls, how many columns? Number of columns, how many? Two. Number of rows? Sure, huh? Why six only? Your lucky number, huh? But how we can say the 6 rows? We are printing total 12 elements. 12 months names we are printing. 12 months names to two columns. If you arrange it, automatically 6 rows are forming. Now, after applying the small property, the changes comes like this. 2 columns, 6 rows. And we have the different colors, sir. Our different colors impact is that one. 4 colors, pink, blue, yellow, and green. If you use the 2 colors, I think neatly 2 columns appearance also comes. The 6x2 matrix. But observe the size of each column. Each column size almost half of your screen. First column how much available, second column also the same. So this is my total width of the browser. Equally both are sharing, equal distribution. 2 shares now. Now third auto is also comes. Ola, Uber, Rapid. 3 autos total. 4 by 3. 3 columns, 12 items. So 4 rows. Next, how many columns? 4 columns. 3 rows. 4 autos. 4 autos, 4 columns. Number of rows are 3. Luckily same color is coming. 4 colors got the total completed. But again, second row, same colors repeated. So column look is comes. They accidentally happens and not incidentally. And here also we have the equal sizes of your browser. All equal partitions. Our parent is distributing the property, you and your sister, two available. But what is the distribution pattern? The whole property equally we are sharing. 3 sisters available, equal. No, 1 rupee also we are not leaving. And these are the 5 columns. 5 columns, 3 by 5, 15, but 3 boxes, blank boxes are forming. Like that, how many rows, how many columns we can decide it. 2 by 6, total 6 autos. But what is this auto? Number of columns or not? At the same time, width of the column. Number of columns plus width of the column, both included in the same thing. The auto. Next, I'm writing percentage also, see that one. The first column is 20%. Second column is 30%. Third column is 50%. But how many columns I'm expecting, sir? 3 columns I'm expecting. But every column different size. Intentionally that one. No, sir, I need all 3 equal columns, sir. 33.33, 33.33, 33.33. But that much of not necessary. This is enough. First column small size, second column medium size, third column big size. But if I adjust the browser size, sir, nothing happens. A box is adjusting, means columns are adjusting. Column width is increasing and column width is decreasing based on the width of the browser. I need only 2 percentages only, sir. 2 columns only comes. We'll get some gap also. Reason in total space, how much space you are occupying? 50%. Our right side 50% to empty space is forming. 20% first column occupied, 30% second column. So total 50 completed. Balance 50 is this one. But generally, parents, while distributing of the property, especially boys' point of view, they have some so and so crores, sir. But total distribute, they have 2 kids, 2 boys only. Total distributing to 2 boys, sir. No, no, no. Today distribution and complete ended. Tomorrow onwards, different treatment is starting. Then only parent wisely thinking, some property they are keeping their self only. Some balance property equally distributing. But what about this third piece, sir? Third piece after there. This also given to that one, sir. Next day, treatment differently starting. Common కదా మ్యారేజ్ ఆఫ్టర్ మరి ట్రీట్మెంట్ అంటే సీరియల్స్ లో వీఆర్ వాచింగ్ కదమ్మా సీన్స్ సీన్స్ ఐఎమ్ సేయింగ్ యాజ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నథింగ్ ఎల్స్ సో ఇది parent ప్రాపర్టీ అండ్ దీస్ ఆర్ ద డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ and next one is direct pixels 200 pixels and 300 pixels and 450 pixels, total 950 pixels. Maybe still some gap is possible. Now 950 pixels after also will get some gap because of the big screen now. So still we have almost 100 pixels gap is there. First one 200 pixels, second one 300 pixels, and third one is the 450 pixels. But pixels, what is the drawback, sir? You can adjust the browser size. No changes in the columns. See that one. If I reducing it too much, sir, yesterday's concept activated. So total, the whole data is not going to display, sir. So scroll bar is activated. We have to scroll the data like this. Sometimes we are watching the websites in mobiles. You are facing this type of problems. But the same website, if you open in computer, normally displaying the content. The whole content at a time it will comes. But the website, when you are opening in the mobiles, sir, this type of problems are comes. There's some coding mistakes are available. Especially measurements not given properly. So one by one, all three I explained and I shown also, sir, practically. If you are interested, anybody, I want to design something varietily, sir. One auto, one pixel, 1% also possible. One column auto size, one column percentage size, one column pixel size, 3 mixed vegetable biryani. See that first one 300 pixels combination I am showing. First one 300 pixels, second one, sir, 30%, second column 30%, third column, sir, auto. But total how many columns? First of all, one auto, 1%, 1 pixel. So total 3 columns. Columns is 3. Sizes how much, sir? The first column size is 300 pixels. Second column, third column, if you want to know it, first you should know the width of your browser. For understanding purpose, just for understanding purpose, my browser width is 1000 pixels. Browser width is 1000 pixels. In that first column, 200 pixels over. But what about the second column? 300 pixels. And what about the third column? 500 pixels. Balance all third column it takes because auto. The recently one Venkatesh movie, entundi antu unadanta neeku and edo some dialogue available na F3 movie anukunta, I think that one. So how much we have ante how much I have, the total for you only like that. First column is the 200 adi, sorry, 300 kada. First column 300 pixels, second column 300 pixels because of 30. Because these two columns occupation after how much free space available, the total is taking by the third pixels. And as per this, 400 it will comes. A combination, sir. Working, sir. 100% it works. Mm, mm, mm. But if I reduce it the size of the browser, second column, third column will get the changes. But first column not getting any change because direct measurement. Observed? Huh? First column width, no changes. 1% also no change. But second, third columns adjusting automatically because of percentage and because of the auto. So combinations possible, sir, but don't prefer. You will get the confusion unnecessarily. Follow either auto or percentages. So finally, I set right to autos. Total 3 columns. We all tested one by one, sir. After completion of the testing, finally we fixed to auto. Next, I want to provide the gap between the column to column and row to row. Currently, there is no space between the one row to another row. At the same time, there is no gap between the one column to another column. We want to produce the space. This is first column, sir. This is first column, and this is second column, and this is the third column. So between these columns, we don't have any gap here. So I want to produce that gap. We have the special attribute for that one. Column gap. Yesterday we used some gap options. That one today it doesn't work. The flex supporting concept. Right now we are working with the grid concept. Flex settings, grid attributes using flex, sir. Hussein Sagar result. That much of so column gap is one of the CSS property. The purpose of this property is to provide the space between the one column to another column. To provide the space between one column to another column. Column to column gap indirectly. Indirectly, it's a column to column gap. And the syntax comes like this. Column gap followed by how many pixels you require. Write the measurement directly here. N number of pixels. The same pixels producing between the every column to column, column to column. The same way, we have another property that is called as row gap. Column gap like that, we have the one more property, it's called as row gap. This property used to provide the space between the one row to another row. So one property column to column gap and another property is the row to row gap. If I want to get the both sides gap, what to do, sir? Just apply the two properties. One property column gap providing, one property row gap providing. So use the both properties at a time. You will get the two gaps at a time. Next, I'll explain a small shortcut for this one, sir. I need the row gap and as well as the column gap. Both gaps are required. But two properties I'm not interested to use. Is there any alternative, sir? Grid gap one property is there. If you need only column gaps, better follow this one. If you need only row gaps, better follow this one. I need both gaps at a time, sir. Plus a shortcut required. Shortcut also. So we have another property here that is called as grid gap. Grid and the overall grid, it is providing the gap. Property used to provide the space between row to row and as well as column to column. Grid gap property used to provide the space between the row to row and column to column, both sides, and not R. The syntax is this grid gap. The syntax is grid gap. Measurement, write n pixels. But if I write the n pixels, where it is applying, row gap or column gap? Both. When you are writing only one measurement, the same measurement applying both sides uniformly. Column same measurement and row is also same measurement. No sir, column side I need different gap, row side I need different gap, sir. Second syntax available. Same property, second syntax. Write the row pixels and write the column pixels. The row side how much gap required, column side how much gap required, you can mention separately. These are the supporting options for the grid. We'll implement these, sir, so we'll get the more understandability. First, I'm going to applying the column gap. Column gap equals to some 30 pixels I'm taking here. In the same main division tag, we applied the column gap 30 pixels. Before applying the column gap, this is the look. Now we are refreshing the page and this is the look. Because same, this is the gap. Column 1, column 2, gap. Next to row gap. Column gap, I'm going to replacing with the row gap. See that one. But columns comes to closer, but row to row will get the space. Because column gap I deleted. In place of column gap, I used row gap. I need both, sir. Apply the both options. Column gap is 30 pixels and row gap is also 30 pixels. Equally, I'm going to giving, sir. Column gap 30 pixels and row gap is 30 pixels. This is the real grid feeling. But matrix look also comes in the same style only. Or your programming languages arrays look is also comes in the same style. Normal data available, sir. Here month names and division tags are available. Next shortcut I'm going to implementing here. Instead of writing the two properties, column gap and row gap, last three boys, blue shade, up, next, up here, next, a backside, continue 15 minutes like that. Next, which corner sound is comes, the same treatment. 15 minutes, next time half an hour. The first time go out, second time 30 minutes. Time pass came classes. So grid hyphen gap 40 pixels. But what happens now, sir? It is applying the 40 pixel space between row to row and column to column, both sides. Shortcut plus we'll get the both gaps also. But both sides uniformly applying, see that. But how much gap we have here, the same gap is available here also. Same measurement. No, sir, I need different measurements, sir. Use the second syntax. Row gap 40 pixels, space, column gap 20 pixels. Two gaps required, but two different measurements. Reduce the space. This is 40 pixels and this is 20 pixels. These all are 40, 40. And all these are the 20, 20, 20. So display like as a grid with these number of columns and with these spaces. And sizes also decided here only. So flex displaying either row wise or column wise. Grid displaying the row and column wise. Both. That is only one. But now see the live situations that we just completed the discussions in our classroom level. The same thing I'm going to showing in the live situations. If you go for either Amazon or Flipkart or OTT platforms, Amazon Prime Videos, G5, Netflix, Iboma, something, we have a lot of grids. The movies websites, if you open it, sir, movies names are displaying the boxes wise. That is the grid designing only. Even this is also grid only. 2x5 icons available. Observed? That is also grid designing only. Is it grid or flex? A chocolate, butter, peanut butters, dairy milks, something. This is grid or flex? Huh? Sure, huh? Yes, we have the scroll bar and how many rows, sir? One row. And scroll bar is also there. Purely flex. Because scroll bar also available for scrolling. Next, this one is also flex only. Images number of available, but width of the tag is less. Content is more than the width of the tag. So automatically wrapping continues. Next comes down, madams. Monday. Grid or flexa? Next comes down. Here mostly flexes only available, sir. A small part is there, na? This is the grid. These four components are the grid. This is grid operation. And this is grid operation. How can say it's a grid, sir? 2x2 matrix, that one. Watches, tablets, and laptops and monitors. 4 items displaying in the 2x2 format. You want to get the better look, I'll show the another option. What is this? Pure grid. All boxes background, one picture they applied. And top of that one mouse image, keyboard image, and bottom of that one some text. This is text, this is picture. Well, again, this one is grid. Boxes available, clearly look, see that one. So this is the uses of the flex and grid. While starting off this topic, I already said, sir, this is the mostly used topic, and especially display. Division or display, 99.99% we have to use in our programming. Compulsory, somewhere it's in the situations. This is online shopping websites, sir. Then only products are displaying like that. Other websites we don't need, yes, sir. Other websites means what? Mailing websites. Mailing websites also, your list of mails are displaying in the vertical format only. Columnatics, that one. Next one, if you go for OTT platforms or online movies, Same in this products place, what we'll get? Movie names. A movie image, bottom name of the movie, if possible, is available. What is that rating or review? Either something available. So movie related one poster, name of the movie, the rating of the movie. OTT platforms, online movies. So these are the live examples for the grid and the flex. Can we design like this, sir? Yes, we can design it, sir, but not today. Next session we are designing. Because for designing of this one, we have to learn some more topics. And with this knowledge, not possible. We have to gain some more knowledge, then we are able to decide this one. Flexes we can design like this, and grid also we can design like this. Some other knowledge also required, especially CSS knowledge. And we know already CSS, sir. Our current CSS knowledge is not sufficient for designing of this. Why, sir? We know how to write the CSS, where inline CSS, internal CSS, and external CSS. And we don't know exactly how to apply the settings for the particular tag. As per our previous knowledges, if you design one H1 tags are all H1s are affecting. If you design one division tags are all division tags are affecting. But in this scenario, some division tags appearance should be different. Some division tags appearance should be different. But how to filter these ones are? We need additional knowledge. It's called as selectors. CSS selectors. After getting the CSS selectors knowledge, we can design like this. Select as your next topic, sir. Next topic after we are designing these type of applications. So lastly, one small conclusion, sir. A small comparison between the yesterday's concept and today's concepts. This is subcontainer 1. This is subcontainer 2, and this is subcontainer 3. This is subcontainer 4. This is one type of a container 5, container 6, like this. This is nothing but an flex type of operations. And this is also flex type only. Color changing. This is also flex type of model only. Single column, but rows are n number of. Situations are your list of mails in inbox. If you log in into your Gmail, a list of mails displaying at the vertically, that is this type of design. Or if you search any trains or buses, sir, the same boxes will get the list of buses and list of trains. Every train information, every bus information displaying like this boxes wise only. A box inside train name or train number and availability something available. Observed IRCTC or Red Bus, Abhi Bus, APSRTC, almost all same type of look only. So this is yesterday's concept flex. And today's concept is grid. So grid specialization, this one. A boxes inside, we can place any type of content. The boxes we can also call it as a cells. CELLS, cells. Every cell inside we can place the different type of content. That is images, heading tags, paragraphs, anchor tags, order list, unordered list, whatever it may be. But Amazon, we observed the image available plus text also available. So we can place any type of content inside these boxes. Any number of content also we can place inside these boxes. Every box is a one container. These all are we have to place inside the one main container generally. Where is the main container, sir? Draw the one more box. This is main container. Grid. And here also the same thing. So every cell inside some content available. The one content, 100 items are your interest. Any type of tag is possible, any number of tags also possible. And these all are we are going to framing or grouping by using another main container, that is this one. Yesterday's our name example that only, but a box is not visible, sir. Internal box is visible, main box not visible. Main box, why it is not visible, sir? And for main division tag, I'm not applied any colors. For main division tag, I have not applied any colors. So actual background color white too. Your web page color is also white. Then only it's not looking separately. Flex to grid comparison. Some scenarios flex required, some scenarios grid required. The next one is display continuation, sir. In display, two options we completed up to now. Third option, block. Fourth option, inline. Fifth option, none. Display continuation. Yesterday, we already listed all these options. Display equals to flex one option. Display equals to grid one option. Display equals to block. And display equals to inline. And one more option, none is also available. But these inline block also available. Now these options I'm going to focus in. These are the small options, not much more time. The first one is the block. So what is this block, sir? Before discussing a small point, sir, we have a lot of HTML tags, and all these tags are divided into two groups. One is based on the writing style, paired tags and unpaired tags, one group. Another group is also available way of output displaying. What is the second group names? Block level tags and inline tags. Block level tags always displaying the data line by line. Inline tags always displaying the data side by side. So some tags by birth block level and some tags are the by birth inline. By birth in the sense they're coming from the software only. But some situations, block level tags we want to display like as a inline tags. Some situations, block level tags we want to display like as a inline tags. Like that, inline tags I want to display like as a block level tags. Situations demanding, sir. See the one situation, live situation. This is our Naresh IT website. Generally, classroom training and one small head text message available with a little bit of big size. So generally, is it label or span or heading? As per the size, this is a heading tag or label tag or a span tag. Heading tag, because they're displaying in the big size. And what is this one, sir? It's an image. Generally, write the program, image and heading never comes side by side. An image beside heading not comes, heading beside image never comes, because heading is the block level. The starting data always from the fresh line, not from the previous line continuation. No, yes, sir. Your image paragraph, image headings side by side displaying is not possible. Maybe you practiced also somebody, I think. They comes in the different lines. But here they are arranging all the images headings side by side. How it is possible, sir? Maybe some special properties they used. Which one they used exactly, I don't know, sir. Because we are not observed the source code. But with our knowledge, we are guessing. One possible option, display. Another possible option, flex. Even when you are applying the flex also, tags are comes to side by side. Or otherwise, current concept we can use. Try these two things we are also trying to display. This is a small heading, hello world. And next I'm going to displaying a small picture. one of our old image, b3.png. Run this program once. First I used heading tag, next I used image tag. Heading is the block level tag and image is the inline tag. So lifelong, if you try only the tags, this is the output. When I want to try in the reverse order, sir, then also same output only. Now in place of heading, if you take the paragraph, also the same result. Text size reducing, but result is same. So if I want to display the two different behavioral tags side by side, the displaying style we can control by using the display. Now property name it display, sir. What is the use of display, sir? And deciding the how to display the elements. So this is one of the situation. But I want to get these two side by side, sir. Similar type of look. Then go for this concept. Block and inline, both available. Okay, first as per my explanations, I'll go for the inline. Finally, we are discussing all things, sir. But one first to one next, that's all. So inline is a one property. Wait. Inline is one of the option related to the display property. What is the use of this property, sir? Use it to display block level tags. Use it to display block level tags side by side. Inline option, use it to display the block level tags or block level elements side by side. Nothing but an like as inline elements. Like as inline elements. Inline option, use it to convert the block level into inline tags. That is, instead of this long sentence, you can go for the shortcut, sir. Block level tag converts into inline tag. That's all. Block level tag converts into inline tag. Next, the same thing in reverse pattern. Block. So this option used to display inline elements line by line. Line by line. Line by line is nothing but an like as block level elements. Like as block level elements. These are the difference between the two options, sir. But second tag, what it is doing, sir? Inline tags converting into block level tags. First option converting the block level into inline tag. Second option converting the inline into block level tag. Vice versa operation. So software providing some tags with some default nature. But situational wise, we can convert the tag into any other nature by using the CSS properties. The tag coming from which format, not necessary, but the tag we can convert into our requested format. These are the properties useful for that one. And what about the syntax? Same display inline or display block. Display inline, the same style, display block. And the next third option is none. Third option is none. What is the purpose of this none, sir? Don't display the tags on the top of the web page. But indirectly, if you want to hide any tag, then use the option none. Hiding tags. In our mobiles, we are hiding some balance. Imagine yourself. So as per your level, you are going to hiding something from the mobiles, right? Without identifying by the others or parents or wife or husband or something. So if you want to hide any tag from our HTML page, we can use this option, hiding components. But when again they come back, sir, hiding component, if you want to display again, sir, we need some JavaScript. Hiding directly possible. The hidden component, if you want to get into appearance again, compulsory JavaScript required. How much is that? Just a single line enough. But we have never seen the hiding of the tags and displaying of the tags, sir. Maybe you are not observed, I think. So many websites not available. Some websites, they are using this option. All websites, they doesn't require this one. Some special situations and scenarios, we are using this. Example, if you book any bus ticket in Abibus or redbus.in websites, while going to the payment option, it's asking, do you have any promo code? Do you have any codes, promo codes, discounts codes, or after code? When you click on that option, sir, suddenly one box comes, text box. In the text box, we are typing the promo code. But before selecting, I have the promo code option, a text box where, sir? Not available. It's not displaying. Designed in the code, but not appearing on web page. Whenever you click on, I have the promo code, then suddenly text box is getting the appearance. So initially text box created, but in invisible mode. When you select the corresponding option, the text box comes to appearance. Like that in our Facebook also we have that one, sir. So go to the Facebook website, create the new account. The account creation. Suppose we don't have any account, first time we are going to creating the account. Enter the first name, some Ram, surname N, mobile number 9850, password Ram @N123 456, date of birth, so 10th February 2018, rough data. 10th February 1980. It's not my date of birth, sir. Ram date of birth. So up to that, we don't have anything. When I'm typing any option, when I'm selecting any option, sudden boxes are not comes. Comes to the gender. If you select the male, sir, no special. No additional components are coming. When you select the female also, nothing happens. But when you select the custom, sir, bottom 3 tags suddenly comes. But where is these 3 tags previously, sir? In hidden mode. Again, if I come back to male, sir, those boxes are gone again. Very rarely you are watching this one. Moreover, if you want to identify this, a little bit observation required. Normally, if you work like as a normal user, unable to identify this. Correct? Same type of thing available in our Abibus website also. Promo codes options. Let us see that one. This is one tag. This is another tag, and this is the another tag. Total 3 tags. 3 tags are now displaying. The same 3 tags, when I select this one, disappears. Again, when I select this one, they come back. So what is this called, sir? Hide show. Hide and show game is available. Like that. Hide and show. So hide and seek. Oh, okay. Hiding is very easy, sir. If you want to display that one, compulsory JavaScript is required. So this option used to hide HTML elements This option used to hide HTML elements. Means we are designing tag. We are designing tag, but it's not displaying. But it's not displaying on web page. We have to write the code, sir. H1 tag we are creating, settings also we are applying, content also we are providing, but not appears on the web page. Not పోయిందా మీరు యాడ్ చేసుకోండి. Now the syntax is this one: display colon none. Display colon none. So these are the another three options provided by the display attribute or property. Now first we'll work on these three. The very first image paragraph or image heading, how to display the side by side, we are focusing. The inline tag, block level tag, how to get into same line. Generally, there never comes into same line, sir. But after applying this one, it comes into same line. So take the H1 tag for a better appearance. Style. Display colon inline. Display colon inline. Let us see this one, sir. One small thing. Maybe you have the two tags here. So somebody they are getting the doubt. Sir, we have to apply on image tag H1 tag, sir. We want to apply the display inline. And two tags are available. Somebody they have the doubt. Sir, display inline, we want to apply on the first tag or second tag, sir. First tag already inline tag or not? Or inline tag again you are converting into inline. Meaningless. Positive value converting into positive value. Meaningless or meaningful? The positive converting into negative, negative converting into positive, correct. Positive converting into positive, negative converting into negative, sir. Negative results comes. So this is already inline tag. That one don't convert into inline. Take the block level tag, convert that one into inline. So on H1 tag, apply the setting. Now refresh the page. This is image plus heading. Image plus heading. Remove this option, sir. Image is separate line, heading is separate line. Next, I'm taking one more heading. Just practicing, that's all. Hello world is over. Next welcome message I'm going to writing. And when it will comes this H1, sir, H1 comes again next line. Because one H1 settings not applying to the another H1. This also I want to get into same line, sir. Now right here also display. How many tags you want to get into side by side? For those all tags, we have to apply the property. All tags we have to apply. 5 tags I want to display side by side, sir. 5 times you should apply this property, compulsory. Discount to bargaining, sir. No festival gather, no discounts. After some days, the Dasra festival comes, Dasra discount also available. Right now, no bargaining, no discounts, no concessions. This is the pattern. But normally, if you see the output, what is the special, sir? A feeling is comes, sir. Generally, if you watch only output, why you design this code, sir? Just printing the side by side, sir. A feeling conformly comes. If you know what is the tag, a feeling doesn't comes. H1 tags, paragraphs, side by side printing, lifelong. If you try also, it's not possible. If you apply any special CSS properties, then only it is possible. So Here we converted the block into inline. Now reverse, inlines into block. Inline tags predefined are the span tags and the label tags. Label is one of the inline tags. Span is also one of the inline tag. So label tag I'm going to using here, sir. What is the label? Enter username. Enter username. And the second label, enter password. So I have two labels. One is the username and password. As per the original nature of the label tag, the displaying the two labels side by side. Original nature inline. So they comes always in the side by side. But I want to get these two into two separate lines, sir. Take the style option, display colon block. Now write the second tag also. Display colon block. We are not used any line break operations. We are not applied anything. Just we converted the inline into block. Really block level they converted us, sir. Yes, sir. As per the output order, we can identify that one. No, still if you have any doubt, then do one thing. Apply the background color. If you apply the background color for these two tags, you will get the clear picture. Generally, inline tags, background color, how much area it will comes? Full line or only content? Content. How much data available? That much of only background color applying. If you apply the background color now, the full line displaying the content white displaying, you can clearly identify that one. If it is successfully converted, what is the expected color area? Full line or only some portion? Full line. Background color I'm going to applying here. Color is some cyan. Next to second label, another background color. Some yellow. And once observe the color, how much area it is going to occupy. Inline tags, generally it's possible. Inline tags, that much of color area possible. 100% no chance. The actual nature of inline tags. Side by side plus background color applied only your letters. Excess 1 centimeter also it is not going to occupy. Now these I'm converting into block level. Maybe somebody is thinking, sir, instead of using block or something, we can go for just line break operation, sir. Yes, we can go for line break operation, but still you are in the inline tag, not block level tag. Yes, sir. Still you are in the block level tag. Sorry, inline tag only. It never becomes as a block level. The color area observe. You just displaying the tags with the line break, but you are not converted into block nature. Displaying in two lines, but still your body language is inline nature only. Instead of BR, better go for this special property. But now the tags are really block level tags. So these all are originally blocks, but converted into inline. These all are originally inlines, but converted into block. And the last option, none option. So this is hiding component. None is nothing but an hiding the element. Take one H1 tag. Not only H1, sir, any HTML tag we can hide it. Headings, paragraphs, labels, span, anchor tag, images, field set, OL tags, UL tags, division tags also we can hide it. All HTML tags they supports to hide. So text, sir. I'm writing Naresh I Technologies. We are not applied any special setting currently, so it displaying data normally. Data displaying normally. Then hide. Display colon none. Program we designed. In program H1 tag available, content also available, but comes to the output, it's not appears. Or again, when we'll get back that one, sir, small JavaScript code is required. If you write a little bit of JavaScript code, the hidden component we can get into the visibility mode. So simple things are, we are hiding some apps in our mobiles. We are hiding some messages in mobiles. We are hiding some images also in mobiles. Whenever you want access, you are unhiding that one and watching. Your purpose completed, again you are hiding. And your mobiles, if anybody is accessing, anybody is utilizing chance available. Your mobile, you only accessing, sir. You don't need to hide anything. Even in our computers also, we have the hide component. Directories, files, we can hide it. See that I'm creating one file here. This is one text file displaying currently. Right click on this file, go to properties option. Right click on either directory or right click on either program or file. Go to properties option, last option. We'll get a small box here. In this hide and one option is there, see that. Right? Hidden, apply. Okay. File gone. File deleted as well. Not deleted, still available on the desktop, but not visible. But I want to get back it, sir. Right click, go to the properties and remove the hidden. Otherwise, go to the My Computer Explorer window. There show the hidden files, one option is available. If you select that one, the files are going to visible. Normally, it's not visible. So hiding and showing of the files in our computers also available. Okay, balance options we'll see on the next session. Thank you all.